Hiya, folks. You say you lost your job today. You say it's 4 a.m. and your kids ain't come home from school yet. You say your wife went out for a corned beef sandwich last weekend. The corned beef sandwich came back, but she didn't. You say your furniture's out all over the sidewalk 'cause you can't pay the rent, and you got chapped lips and paper cuts, and your feet's all swollen up and blistered from pounding the pavement looking for work. Is that what's troubling you, fella? Lift your head up high and take a walk in the sun with a dignity and stick-to-itiveness, and you show the world, you show the way to get off. You'll never give up, never give up, never give up. That ship. Hey there, friend. You say your radiators didn't work all winter, and now that it's summer, they started up again and you can't turn them off? Say your wife sent your lightweight suits to the cleaners, and that means you'll have to wear your itchy tweeds this morning when they say it'll hit 106. And you gotta meet an important businessman in an hour. And your bridge just broke and you pasted it together with bubble gum and you hope it don't fall apart while you're doing some fast talking to this man. And your shoelace just busted. And you open a big cut on your cheek trying to even out your sideburns. And your daughter's gone out with a convict. And your wife just confessed she gave you last $60 as a deposit on an airplane hangar. Is that what's troubling you, friend? Lift your head up high and take a walk in the sun with that dignity and stick-to-itiveness that you show the world. You show the way to get off. You'll never give up, never give up, never give up. That ship. Hey there, cousin. You say you can't pull your car out of the mud and you're in the middle of nowhere and it's pouring rain and you can't get the top back up and your paycheck's all blurred and your foot went right through the gas and your girl's screaming bloody murder. She's scared of the dark and a stroke of lightning splits your motor in half and your suit's shrinking up fast. And you start up the windy road on foot and 60 yards of barbed wire hits you right smack in a push. And your boat falls down in the mud and then a wild animal comes over and runs away with your shoes. And your car blows up suddenly and your windshield wiper ends up in your mouth and you can't move and the mud's rising up to your nostrils and you're sinking fast and you don't hear your girl screaming anymore. Is that what's on your mind, cousin? Well, lift your head up high and take a walk in the sun with a dignity and stick-to-itiveness and you show the world, you show the way to get off. You'll never give up, never give up, never give up. That ship. And now, this is the old philosopher saying, so long, folks. Hiya, folks. You say you just got beat up in a bar and your eye is out to here and you gotta be in court at 9 in the morning and your wife ain't come home from the movies yet? And your mother got arrested in a raid on a dry goods store with a bookie in the back? And you just swallowed a big gold filling and that leaves an awful gap in your tooth. And your automobile horn just got stuck in a hospital zone? Is that what's worrying you, pal? Well, lift your head up high and take a walk in the sun with that magnitude and fortitude and you'll show the world, you'll show the way to get off. Are you a man or a mouse? Hey there, Bunky. You say your ceiling just caved in on your poker game and the air conditioner fell off the windowsill and hit an old lady and your kid's screaming he don't want to go to bed, he wants to stay up and watch the fight? And your curtains just caught on fire and your wife ain't come home from the movies yet? And you just hit your finger with a hammer? And your brother-in-law, who's just out of prison, wants to move in with you till he gets back on his feet? And a big crazy man with a grin follows you home from work every night? and an old loud girlfriend of yours is starting to make trouble for you? Is that what's perturbing you, Bunky? Well, lift your head up high and take a walk in the sun with that insectitude and fortitude that you showed a while. You showed a while to get off. Are you a man or a mouse? Hey there, cousin. You say you got shot in a duel over an ugly woman, and your oldest boy wants to be a jockey, and he's 36 and weighs over 200 pounds, and your stretch socks are disappearing into your shoes, and you just sat on your eyeglasses and got off at the wrong stop, and all your dimes and tokens have been falling out of a hole in your change pocket, and you just bit your tongue, and you don't see a sign says beware of the dog, and the next thing you know you're in an alley battling a vicious chow dog, and a cop picks you up for cruelty to animals. And when you explain to the judge about that duel, you wind up in a tight-fitting white suit with long sleeves and a man in a monocle watching you through a hole in the door. And your wife ain't come home from the movies yet? Does that seem to upset you, old-timer? Well, lift your head up high and take a walk in the sun with that platitude and fortitude that you showed a while. You showed a while to get off. Are you a man or a mouse? This is the new philosopher saying, squeak, squeak, give me a piece of cheese.